Begin with, I'll just show you the site investing.com. So currently we are at investing.com, and if you directly go to investing.com, the first thing that what you are kind of going to see is there is a portion called search the website. If you want to search for crude, you could directly type in CL. Okay, so crude oil WTI futures, just click on that. So we have over here the crude oil contract right now. Now the pricing mentioned over here is actually in US dollar. So kindly note that. Okay, so this is actually in US dollar. So if I click on technical chart and I'm here to an enlarged chart, I'll basically get redirected to an enlarged chart. So I'm just opening up. So 15 minutes time frame, that is what is being used. I kind of see right now it looks bullish. Okay, so one common mistake that people usually do is they forget to change the time frame to Indian. So currently I had changed to Kolkata plus 530, and I see over here 39.25 is the price of crude oil as per the investing.com chart. Now many friends usually kind of ask me that why do I actually track the international markets chart while there is an option to track the crude oil from Seroda, Upstocks, all these things. Okay, so once again I'm mentioning to you, kindly note, it is because the Indian market charts are not continuous. So when I'm saying it's not continuous, from 9 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. our markets are running, but post that what kind of happens is that our markets go close. So when our markets are closed, even then the crude oil markets are open. The international markets are basically open, and due to the very same reason, if we track the Indian markets chart, especially when you are looking at technicals or when you could be kind of marking levels, many of the price points could be missed out because the chart is incomplete. When our markets are closed, still the international markets are open, and due to the very same reason, I humbly request you to focus on the international markets chart, and based on that you initiate positions on the Indian market chart. So I would just show you our Indian market chart also right now. Now what you could kind of realize for yourself is that the charts are more or less the same. Okay, so just see what is basically getting formed over here in the Indian market charts. Okay, now this is the crude oil September future that is being traded at the MCX. So isn't the charts the same thing? So whatever is, I'll just zoom in a bit so that you understand it better. So what do you think? So whatever is basically getting formed over here, isn't it the same? Two candles, two candles red, two candles green, two candles green, two candles red. So what you see over here is the same: two candles red, two candles green, two candles red, two candles green, the three green candles before that. That is what we see over here. So this is in dollars, and this dollar value converted to the Indian rates, that is what we kind of get on the Indian markets. That is like currently in the Indian markets, it is being traded at the MCX, and you call it with the short key also. There is a shortcut for that. That is MCGBC1. Okay, so MCGBC1, you call it as MCGBC1. So which is nothing else but the shortcut for the crude oil that is being traded in the MCX. Now, I'll show you one other very interesting aspect of the investing.com. So, if you go to investing.com, just click on home. There is this portion called economic calendar. Okay, so when we are in the economic calendar, you get to see a lot of factors that is happening around the world, a lot of important updates that are to come in the international markets. And as I have mentioned, so we have talked that USA is one of the biggest consumers. So a falling GDP in USA, or let's say that growing countries like China and India to use crude oil, right, to some good extent. So a falling GDP. So all these things could basically fundamentally sound weak for the crude oil markets. Now, all these things like interpreting it should be kind of done by yourself. Like, just think about it. What could potentially happen? So here, the importance of these each and every event that is going to get released, that is also being mentioned over here. Once again, I can change the time zone to Kolkata. Yeah. So I here using investing.com. So here I'm kind of able to understand, yeah, what all are the things that could be in cards, what all news could be kind of getting out. So our community members, like our primary focus should be to trade as far as possible. Should be to trade alongside really good risk to reward ratio. Meanwhile, if the fundamentals are also in the same direction, that means we can actually capture some great moves. So only once the technicals are shooting, like the levels are matching and the risk reward ratios are pretty much satisfied, and let's say that fundamentally the stock has some good potential to give a move in the very same direction, that is when definitely when we are going to get the best opportunities as a trader.